Hey there, sexy people. I just want to give you another update on MicroStrategy as we continue to go through this MicroStrategy playlist. We're up over 40 videos now, starting back in November 20th. So if this is your first exposure to this video or this trade on MicroStrategy, there's a bunch of history here. So I recommend you go back to November 20th. There's a playlist called MicroStrategy, and you'll see it on the channel on YouTube. I got it on Rumble. I got it on our website. But this has been a very instructive trade, and my whole point in continuing this playlist is to take you through the entire cycle of MicroStrategy. So with that said, let's get to it. First of all, we got a yellow market. Not sure if the market's going up, down, or sideways. Right now, I'm playing it sideways. MicroStrategy is green for me, though. So it looks like it bounced off the 200-day moving average. It looks healthy to me. Not that I can predict the stocks to save my life, so I use covered calls to make my money, and that's by creating the income. And so what you're looking at here on the screen is that I own the 175 calls. I've got 10 of those call options, and then what I do is that's my base position. Those are synthetics. What I do is I sell against those and I create what's called the juice. That's the extrinsic value. There's intrinsic value in an option and extrinsic value. The intrinsic value I can't do anything about. That's the in the money amount, if there is any. The extrinsic value is the juice. That's my income. So that's what I'm constantly going for. You'll see that last week I sold 10 calls for $1,104, $1,105 a contract. I got 10 contracts, and that was $11,000. And I was able to, pick, that was mostly juice because it was all out of the money. So it was 11,000. That's the goal for this account. Now it was a little bit out of the money. So if you're following me and you do covered calls, you know what I'm talking about when I say it was out of the money. The stock was a little bit lower than 297.50. Now it's above 297.50. Awesome. That means I made the maximum amount of profit that I can on the trade. The market's still open, but you can see that, let's see, the extrinsic value, it's showing basically zero on those calls, 7 cents to zero. And, right now the market's 325, so I need to get on it and roll these. So all I'm going to do is take a look at these. My goal is to make about $10 a week. So I'm now believing that MicroStrategy is going up. I don't think it's going to go up that fast. Maybe it will. I don't know. I'm in it for the juice, but I'm going to give myself a little upside room just like I did this past week. So right now the stock is trading at 303.75. I'm looking saying, okay, where can I get $10 worth of juice? This extrinsic value is the column for juice. And so what is the juice? Well, the 305s give me $1,192. The 307.50s give me $1,070, and the 310s give me $965. I'm a little bit conservative in my older age, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these 307.50s. So I go back to my trade monitor, really simple to do. I click on the right mouse button here. I create a rolling order. Rolling order is 2 legs. I'm buying back the ones that I've got short, and I'm selling the ones for next week. So here's what I'm doing. It builds the order at the bottom. So I'm buying back the ones that expire today, March 21st, the 297.50s. But I'm selling 10 of the contracts that expire next week. That's correct. And I want to roll those to the 307.50s we just decided, right? I'm going to go ahead and make that a market order. Now I got filled. Okay, so we're just going to make sure that everything's good before the weekend gets going and market closes so I can do something here. So you could see that now I'm short 10 contracts of the March 28th of 2025, the 307.50 calls, and the stock is at 303.17 right now. You can see I have no more of the 21st, so those went away. I bought them back, cost me a couple of pennies, and now I got $1059.70. So I got $1,060 per contract, $1,060, 10 contracts. The math is pretty easy. It's like $10,600. So that's my weekly juice. That's what I'm in this for, is $10,000 a week. And it sure seems to be working out pretty well. Hope you understood what I'm talking about. The bottom line is if it goes in the money more like it did this week, I'm just going to keep rolling it up. Yes, I've got to buy back some of that in the money amount, but I've gotten the juice. So I'm going to get the 1060 in juice, and then I'll only have to buy back what's left, and that's the intrinsic value. There won't be any extrinsic value by next Friday when I do the roll, just like this Friday. No matter what happens, if the stock goes up, down, or sideways. So that's why, because I can't predict which way stocks are going to go. So I don't try to. I try to play the probabilities that I think it's skewed to the upside. If I thought it was skewed to the downside, I would sell in the money calls. And I specialize on in the money calls, and they really do protect you in these crazy, lousy markets. So I know it's a crazy market, and I hope you're making money in it, or at least I hope you're in cash. But if either one of those things is not true, or if they are true, you could still make money by collecting the juice using covered call strategies. And that's what I do, and that's what I teach people how to do every single day. Anyway, enough for me. Have a fantastic weekend. That is my MicroStrategy trade. I hope you're following. I'm gonna do a math update here in the next day or two. Hey, it's Mark Yagi, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do that right now. That would be a great favor to me, and plus it helps me get this material out to a lot of other people that might need it. I've got a little bit of a movement going on here, and I want to try to change the world one person at a time, showing them that you can make safe, reliable income from the stock market. And plus it helps to grow the channel a little bit. Also, if you would give me a thumbs up on the video and like it, great. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down, that's cool. But just tell me why you don't like it so I can get better. And then hit the notification bell so you can get these videos as soon as they come out, because a lot of times this is timely information and you want to get that information before it gets stale. The last thing is to join my free Insider Tips newsletter. There's a link below, and you get everything in one spot. You get breaking news and analysis also. So that would be great if you could do that too. See you soon.